So she took 5 grams with a sitter who was her boyfriend, and the boyfriend came in and checked on her a couple of times saying, "You okay?" And she would say, "Yes." He checked on her twice, but she's tripping. She thinks he's coming in every 5 minutes, So, she didn't really have a powerful experience. So that night went on, and she came out of it fine. Said, well, it really wasn't expected. I didn't see no transdimensional beings, and I didn't go through no wormholes and all the stuff you be talking about on your lectures. I said, well, everybody's different. It's not a race or a rush. You just take it, a bit at a time. And so she was going to wait another month or so and take the 7th with the boyfriend. My daughter going out to a party, I can't come. And her waiting on the ride said. So she was at home frustrated. She said, let me take these mushrooms. So I don't need, Henry here to watch me. I can do this. So she took 7 grams. And she got hemmed up in the house. And it was good. She had one in New York. She probably in Brooklyn or something like that. Had one in New York doors where you got the slump and put the little bar that goes up to the knob so nobody can kick the door in. So she couldn't get out. But stuff got chasing her around in the apartment. And she didn't have her boyfriend there in the second time to say, nothing's chasing you. You ate some mushrooms. Go on back and sit down. If you want me to sit with you, turn the light on. We put on a little bit of demons ain't chasing you through the house, or jazz or something. So she running through the house screaming, "They after me! They after me!" So she calls her ex-husband, who's in a different country, and says, "They're trying to kill me! They're trying to kill me!" Click. So he's like trying to call her back. She can't find the phone. Trying to call her back, can't find the phone. So he calls her mother, who is Church of God in Christ, Pentecostal, Holy Roller.
Yeah, I know that.
So she calls, she can't get her daughter, she finally gets her, and the mother said, "What's wrong?" "The demons are getting me, I can't get out." And it was good that she couldn't get out, because she'd been running up and down the street talking about, "I can't get out," or "They chasing me," which ain't good. That's why you had to sit it with you for that, because 99.999 people take this. Don't have her mother said, "The demons are chasing you." That's correct. Me, call girls. So she gets her prayer group. They marching in there with their Bibles. They get the manager. They get the door open some kind of way between her and them and the manager, and they go in there and and she laid out on the floor, and they gonna pray the demons out of her. And that last 9 grams, I think it's still in the freezer because she won't talk to me. But it's about self responsibility, self-discipline. I can't do this for you. People call me at 3 o'clock in the morning from Boslavia. You said in your DVD that, I'm like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here. I don't know what time it is in Boslavia. But you calling me, asking me all these questions. Is that you okay? What do I do? How do I? But when you don't follow the directions and you just do something off the cuff, oh, these mushrooms ain't done. I'm gonna just take them. I'm just taking them. What he said was gonna happen ain't happened. It was a little bug last time, and Harry was annoying me. That type of thing. Questions? Yes.
So, sorry, I was running, but
No problem.
Microdosing and the healing properties of psilocybin, how can that help people with depression and anxiety?
Well, she's asking about microdosing, which is taking a sub-hallucinogenic dose of mushrooms, like 0.5 a gram, half a gram, or a gram every other day, or you have to work it through. People are using that to deal with their depression. Works on your serotonin receptor. So all of that works. So whatever it is that's screwing you up, that's making you depressed, it kicks that out of the serotonin receptor sites and docks in, and gives you a better outlook and view on your life and how you're feeling. So microdosing does that. You don't have any hallucinogenic effects from it. It's just a cooling out and milding from taking a very, very small dose. You know, my thing is the mega doses and not the microdoses, but people are using it for that. We had, well, I get you. One thing we had, dealing with also people getting off of straight up opiate. I don't know how the addiction, you know, a lot of suicide also with off, you know, we got folks on heroin, but you know, the crackheads is, you know, kind of like the dodo bird, but you know, you want to talk maybe about your cousin?
Yeah, I had a cousin who unfortunately ended up strung out on crack. And, so I had studied the ayahuasca, I studied the Iboga and its effects with breaking that chemical addiction cycle in the brain. And I used what was available to me, which was the psilocybin. And so I gave him an experience of 7 grams, and he's never looked back, you know. And it doesn't mean he's perfect now. He still likes to drink, you know, but it broke the chemical addiction. And if he was able to create a new environment and a new set of friends, he would have a new life. So at the very least, he was able to get a job, an apartment, you know, a steady girlfriend, and he's living a life much better than he was as opposed to being. Beyond that is you have to change your environment, you have to change your lifestyle, your diet, and he just, you know, but it's very powerful for that. And that's the reason that we're doing this work, because it can impact us in much more profound ways than it's being reported in the news or the papers and things like that. We can literally transform who we are and move at a different pace.
Yeah, so that's real life people, real life stuff, not, you know, in those study up at John Hopkins and all that kind of stuff. That's his crackhead cousin who we drug out the alley and put him downstairs and gave him 7 grams, and he came out of it with a lot of positive things that happened. Questions, anybody?
You know, because it's been around for so long and it has this information, and if the pharmaceutical industry is looking at it for profit, do you feel that that would interfere with the quality of the dosage when it becomes legal?
Well, of course, the whole thing is that we're not looking for legalization, we're looking for decriminalization, because if you deal with it as far as legalities and stuff like that, there's going to be laws hooked to it, you know, that you can only drive with, you know, so many grams, and you can only have it at tier and all that kind of stuff. If it's decriminalized, you can just grow it in your house or pick it up next to some cows and things like that and utilize it at your own, because it's a natural part of the environment. You know, it's part of nature. It's not some pharmaceutical that they can regulate. So legalization deals with regulation and all that. We just want to decriminalize